long time, a couple of weeks. I don't know if I can get through without reading, so I'm going to go back and forth. But good afternoon, and thank you for being here. On 5 October 2020, after receiving a very serious complaint on a City of Enterprise police officer, I immediately requested the State Bureau of Investigation to conduct a criminal investigation into these allegations. Within a short period of time, the state granted this request, and investigation into the criminal acts of the officer began. By the end of the same day, the SBI served a search warrant at the house of the officer, as well as conducted interviews with the officer. I immediately removed this officer from duty and placed him on administrative leave pending an internal investigation. On 8 October 2020, after the completion of my internal investigation and receiving facts given to me, I determined that just cause was present, and I gave the officer notice of my intent to terminate his position with the City of Enterprise Police Department. He is currently within the law mandating due process time frame. As of this time, the SBI placed Thomas Arias under arrest for the following crimes: parents or guardians permitting children to engage in production of obscene matter containing visual depiction of persons under 17 years of age involved in obscene acts, sodomy first degree, sexual abuse of crimes less than 12 years old. The City of Enterprise and the Police Department have and will continue to cooperate fully with the investigation and ensure that justice is done. We as police officers have sworn to protect those that cannot protect themselves, and children are the most vulnerable of these. The actions of the singular officer, which occurred in his private life, are not indicative of the City of Enterprise Police Department or the vast majority of law enforcement officers. The anger and disappointment towards the unbecoming actions of one officer are echoed throughout the Enterprise Police Department as well as the law enforcement community. We are the keepers of the peace, defenders of the innocent, and protectors of the weak, and will continue to hold ourselves to a higher standard. Those that cannot or are not willing to hold themselves to this higher standard of public service do not deserve and will not have the honor of serving the City of Enterprise. I want to praise these young victims for the bravery and intestinal fortitude to recognize something that wasn't right and contacted a responsible adult to voice their fears. They have been instrumental and exceptional witnesses throughout the process, and we in law enforcement are proud how well they have done as life warriors and survivors. Finally, the Enterprise Police Department would like to thank the following entities for the professionalism and support during this investigation. The State Bureau of Investigation, thank you again for the directors assisting us and allowing them to work this very, very difficult case. Coffee County Sheriff's Department and the 12th Judicial District Attorney's Office. And that's all I have to say.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
How long was the officer a member of the Enterprise Police Department?
2007.
2007, he began here.
Is he in custody? I wasn't clear.
Yes, ma'am. He is in custody at this time.
I'm sorry, I might have missed it. Is he related to the victims or had some sort of personal relationship with them, obviously?
That's correct. And being that it's the state's investigation, and some of the charges can be inferred to that, but for the protection of the victims, let's just leave it that they were under the age of 12. So,
What were the charges again?
let's see, parents or guardians permitting children to engage in production of obscene matter containing visual depiction of persons under the 17 years of age involved in obscene acts, sodomy first degree, sexual abuse of a child less than 12 years old.